Iran and the United States held talks in Oman with the promise to meet again next week as U.S. President confirms to meet again to hold further talks on the nuclear deal. Iranian Foreign Minister said that Tehran prefers diplomacy but is ready for war. Mohammad Absarul Hassan has more in this report.
Iran-US talks held in Oman have concluded, with both sides agreeing to meet again next week for further negotiations. Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi described the nuclear talks as a positive beginning and said discussions would continue.
We are prepared to engage in negotiations as quickly as possible to reach a fair and comprehensive agreement. In my opinion, we will see the next round in the coming days. The format of the negotiations is not important. It makes no difference.
Iranian minister warned that while Tehran prefers diplomacy, the possibility of war remains. He said Iran is fully prepared for any scenario and told US negotiators that any attack on Iran would trigger strikes on American bases across the region, potentially drawing the Middle East into a wider conflict.
The possibility of war is always present and we are prepared for it. This preparedness is aimed at finding solutions that avoid war. I told the American negotiators, you have two options with us, war and diplomacy. Our option is diplomacy, but we are even more prepared for both than before, and we hope America will choose diplomacy.
Meanwhile, US President Donald Trump said Washington held very good talks with Iran following the indirect dialogue in Oman. Briefing reporters, Trump confirmed that more negotiations are planned for early next week.
We're going to meet again early next week, and they want to make a deal, as they should want to make a deal. You know the consequences if they don't make a deal. The consequences are very steep.
Shortly after talks concluded, the United States announced new sanctions targeting shipping entities and vessels linked to Iran's oil exports. President Trump also signed an executive order that would impose tariffs on countries doing businesses with Iran. Iran and the US remain divided over uranium enrichment. Tehran is demanding recognition of its right to enrich uranium and says placing its missile program on the negotiating table would leave the country vulnerable to potentially Israeli attacks. Mohammad Absarul Hassan reporting for DD India.